Alright, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So, in your pre-shuffle energy for this reading, I was getting someone who once matched you. Okay, this could have been someone who pushed you on your healing journey, or this could have been someone that you needed to heal from. So, if you guys need anything, check out the comment section. Patreon and channel members get to see these first, always. Okay, side note. In your pre-shuffle energy, I had heard, tell them to unblock me. And I was like, uh-oh. Did some of you block somebody? Somebody could want you to unblock them. Could be somebody you once match. Could be someone who either pushed you into your healing journey or someone who could have healed a part of you by triggering that part of you. So what do I think about? If you have wounds of being scared of not being good enough, being abandoned, anything like that, and they're so deep, sometimes you will manifest and attract exactly what you're scared of. So this could have, for some of you, been someone who really dug those deep, deep wounds out of you so you could maybe see that they're not as bad as what you thought. You're able to conquer it. You're able to get over it. Do you want to go through it? No. But are you strong enough to take care of it if you have to? Absolutely. Now, again, this could have been someone who pushed you into your current self by healing a side of you that needed to be healed, that needed to be dealt with. So, I think this reading is going to be very specific. Somebody could want you to unblock them, okay? So, I don't know what you got going on. Yeah. With strength here, I feel like you're going to be like, no, sure am not, Danielle. Thank you for recommending. Okay, let me get an overall for this relationship. Could have been a friendship. Again, someone you've released. Someone where you've radically accepted. You know what it is. So I think you're at a point, if you block someone, I feel like you're at a point where you are like, no, I'm done. Which is making sense. Okay. You and this person could be close in age, just because these cards here say 50 and 51, and I find that interesting. So what does this person want to say to you? I was trying not to mess this up. Okay. I've been thinking about reaching out to you, but I've not made my final decision yet. Okay, but this could also be someone who notices that anytime, I don't know, some of you could have blocked someone where you have an on again, off again type of relationship. Okay, so let's sum it up. Again, this person wants you to unblock them. This could be someone who really triggered a side of you that you didn't want to deal with, or a side of you where it's like, okay, you're really hitting that cut, that's sore. This could have been someone who maybe you were friends with them. Maybe you were acquaintances. There's so many scenarios I can give, but ultimately it says friendship. So there was some sort of commonality here. Maybe you and this person liked something that was the same. So I'm thinking about like going to concerts together. You're friends, it turns into something more, but then they start triggering you by acting in a certain way, which was the exact opposite of how you wanted them to act. Follow me here. So here's the problem, is I feel like I'm about to start getting confused, and I'm doing the best I can to keep this together. So maybe even other people are like, y'all's dynamic's confusing. If you would maybe describe it to family, friends, a stranger, they would be like, this is confusing. But again, I see someone here accepting something and letting it go, surrendering. And again, that could have been you blocking them blocking you. But now this person wants to talk to you, okay? Also, some of you could have someone around you, if you're single and you're not dealing with anyone from your past, okay? Some of you could have someone around you where there's like an acquaintanceship, could be a friendship, Could be someone where it's like, okay, well, my car is in a car show, their car is in a car show, we've been vibing. When I go to the car show, we always hang out. This person could be recognizing that you are what they've prayed for and that they don't want to mess it up. So they might slow walk the relationship. And they're starting to recognize that every time they're around you, they don't want it to end. They don't want it to leave. They don't want it to leave. They don't want it to end. They don't want you to leave. And this person could be wanting to reach out to you, but they've not made the final decision to have the strength and the courage to see if you're interested in them. Again, this could be a coworker. This could be someone where there's an acquaintanceship. Okay? Now, let's go back to Romeo or Juliet that wants you to unblock them. I mean, could be someone who has trouble with intimacy. Okay? Someone here might not reach out to you because they're scared that you don't feel the same. Because I'm going to be honest, if someone tells me, hey, I blocked so-and-so, I'm going to assume you don't want to speak to them. That's just my assumption. Maybe I'm projecting in this moment. So someone here could want to reach out to you, could want to come by, hit you up, but they're scared that you don't feel the same, that you don't want to speak to them, that you don't want to see them. And even though every time they talk to you or you guys chat on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, at work, they crave more. They don't want to leave. Okay, give me more about the person who wants you to Okay, here we go. The person that wants you to unblock them. It is someone who's not available, but they're feeling the sexual tension. Okay? So, I'm going to go on a limb and say that it's kind of a good reason that you block this person. Because it doesn't matter if they've prayed for a partner like you. What matters is the fact that they have trouble with intimacy and that they're not available. Whether that means mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And even though they feel sexual tension, Pisces, you have to ask yourself, is that all that you want from this person? Don't set yourself up for failure and expecting it to turn into something more, okay? All right, so why does this person feel that you need to unblock them? Again, Nine of Cups. They could want to take some sort of leap, or you could be, okay, so a few things. You could be this person's dirty secret. I don't mean it mean, but this could be someone who they like being able to hit you up whenever they want. They like you being kind of at their fingertips. I'm just going to be honest with you. They could be really discontent. They could be kind of bored. They could use you. I'm not a fan of this person. They could use you as some sort of opportunity for them to not feel bored or discontent in their own life. So what does this remind me of? Have you guys ever had a friend that doesn't respect boundaries, and maybe they're in a relationship and you've picked up on the little cues of like, hey, no. I know where your train's trying to go, and you might not be loyal in the way that you need to be to your partner, but I'm loyal to your partner. This is my boundary, I'm not doing it. But then they kind of get disappointed because they're not really thinking about the fact that they're putting everything that they've grown with someone on the line. But they're really thinking about how, but I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be satisfied. But I should be fulfilled too, you know. Okay. But why does your fulfillment come at the cost of someone else's emotional needs, wants, or values? That's kind of what I'm getting here. I'm getting that some of you, there could be someone that you've blocked that could have another person, whether it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, or this person is a good time and you know that they're not there for a long time, okay? Now, this could be a Gemini or a Libra, strongly. Okay. What do you not see? Now, I will say this person sees you as some sort of an emotional fulfillment. But again, why are they not available? Four of Pentacles, keeping something close to their chest, or they could be in a season of their life where they're stingy. So what happens when you're with someone stingy? They ain't gonna pay for anything. They ain't gonna help you out. They're stingy. They're worried about them losing something. They want to tell you something though. So what is it that they want to tell you? Give me more. They want to give you some sort of truth and clarity. About. Okay, so for some of you, well, let's go back to the scenario I gave you. Do you remember me giving you this scenario about you having a friend or a coworker that's got a boyfriend, a girlfriend that's married, and they make comments to you and you're like, okay, listen, I don't know what you think this is, but it is not what you think it is. You need to back up. You got a boyfriend, you got a girlfriend, you need to quit talking to me like that. Some of you could have had to do that with someone. That could be for some of you. And they could want to give you clarity that something has changed in their life. That's going to be for some of you. Okay? Now, don't be going around thinking somebody's going to leave their spouse for you. Okay? Don't ever think that. Until someone starts putting action behind what they're saying they're going to do, then maybe believe them. But until they're able to show you divorce papers that are signed, don't believe them. But for this storyline, some of you have placed a boundary with someone where it's an energy of, no, I get it. I feel like this relationship has healed me, but it's healed me enough to recognize what I am and what I am not going to do. And what I am not going to do is give to someone who's not available, who is stingy with their time, their energy, their resources. So again, that could be someone who is single as a Pringle, but they're stingy as hell. They want to come in, they want to have fun, they want to sweep you off your feet, but then they disappear for 4 weeks. And then you're just supposed to be okay with the fact that they're coming back in town one time every 4 weeks. And it's like, hey, you're kind of being stingy though. Like what are you doing the rest of the 29 days of the month? You married with kids. That's kind of what I'm getting. And some of you could have placed a boundary with someone, whether this is someone you were newly dating, someone you've been entertaining, a past person, someone who was already in something. You placed a boundary with someone by blocking them, and they want to apologize for some sort of behavior that made you block them. That's what I'm saying. So this person could have tried to indulge in you, or they could have tried to good time you, not long time you. Now we know what that looks like, okay? You could have just kind of chalked this person up to being like one of the rest. This person doesn't feel like they are one of the rest, okay? But I'm gonna let you have to decide that. So let's go back to, I feel the sexual tension. This person is very, very, very attracted to you, which makes sense if they did approach you when they were maybe in something. However, you need to ask yourself, does this person have the ability to temper those urges if they start dating you? Okay? Yeah. I see you talking about some sort of conflict. Yeah, again, placing a boundary. You saying, listen, no thank you. No thank you. Yeah. A change is happening here. A change is happening here. Give me a little bit more. Journey. Wanting to give some sort of good news about a journey that they're on. You know, for some of you, what this person could have recognized if they were with someone is that the reason they were so quick to want to step out on that relationship is because it wasn't meant for them. Now, I'm one of the first ones to tell you, go on someone's behavior, and their past tends to show up in the future. So if someone is a habitual cheater, they're more likely to continue to be a habitual cheater. However, I also believe that you will do things in each relationship differently because your needs are going to be met differently. So here's an example. If you're in a relationship and your needs are not being met, and neither one of you know how to communicate, or maybe you're with a narcissist, or maybe you're with someone that you're trying to communicate with, but they're not a team player. They think that you guys are working against one another instead of together. That can feel very lonely. Just because you are stepping out on that relationship doesn't mean the next relationship you go to, you're going to be a cheater. Now, is there a possibility that you're going to take that coping mechanism into your next relationship and maybe not show up in the way that you should? Absolutely. But maybe with the next person, you will fit better. Maybe communication is better between you two. Maybe the next person you go to is going to be a little more open, a little more understanding. So I think what you need to recognize is that if this is someone that maybe advanced towards you prematurely, let's say that this is a client who was married, made advancements towards you, you shut it down. They could be coming back and being like, listen, you were giving me advice on trying to save my marriage, but me making advancements at you made me realize that it was time for that ship to go down. It was sinking anyways. We were using duct tape to plug those holes. This person got tired of plugging holes. And I think you're going to be quick to be like, well, I just don't know if I can trust you. But the universe is saying, listen, maybe recognize this person does have trouble with intimacy. Maybe this person does have the inability to be available when they need to, or they keep things close to their chest. And that's something that they're going to have to change if they want to be with you. Tell them that. But also, do not judge this person based off of a past relationship they were in, because you don't know what was happening. You don't know when the last time them two were intimate, or the last time they actually had a decent conversation where they were hearing one another instead of attacking one another. You will be shocked at how many relationships do not separate until it has been going to hell at a very high speed rate. Most people struggle for 4, 5, 6, 7 years before they get divorced. Most of them do. So if this person is coming towards you and they're like, listen, I broke up with Hannah. Hey, listen, I broke up with John. Maybe hear them out and listen why they broke up with them, and why did they feel the need to approach you prematurely. Okay? Now, this person could have approached you prematurely because they recognized that you were something that they had been searching for, they had been seeking. And that every time they were around you, they wanted more. So again, this could be that coworker that comes up to your cubicle and the boss is like, listen, I'm going to need Joe to quit standing at your desk for 2 hours. What the heck? Y'all got stuff to do. And you could be like, yeah, but we didn't know when to quit talking because he was telling me about this and I was telling him about this. And I know you're really mad, but we didn't have a point where we could quit the conversation. That's going to be your guys' energy when you're around one another. Now, if that did take place, this person is going to apologize to you for something that could have happened. Did you hear my voice crack? Ooh, that was something. So why do they want you to unblock them? I don't get it. Yeah, not wanting the cycle to be completed. It actually makes them really anxious. So again, juggling. Okay. Again, this could be someone who wants something more with you, but is scared that they've messed it up. This could have also been someone that you worked with in like a corporate office, and they had said that they were going to move to your town. Maybe they were in for the week. They had to fly in from a different state and help your office. This person could have made an advancement at you in that moment, but maybe wasn't necessarily 100% available. Maybe they were in the process of a breakup with someone, but it was still kind of foggy and they didn't really say, okay, we're done. But then they kind of got you going. They were messing with you, getting your emotions involved, getting your emotions attached. And I see that you could have put a boundary and been like, listen, you didn't tell me that you were breaking up with someone in DC. You didn't tell me that you had an apartment with someone stealing a dog. And when you were here in this town, I spent 5 days with you and I loved it. It was great. It was grand. But in the same sense, no, I'm not doing this. And you could have went and been like, and block. We're blocking you on everything. If you come back to town, awesome, great, grand, I'll see you then. But no, nope. That could have been your energy. And now this person could maybe come across you in some sort of reunion energy. They could run into you when you're in a group of 3. So again, if we go back to the office scenario, The next time you see them, you might be in a group of 3. You might be with 2 other coworkers. You might be with your family when this person pulls up and says, hey, can we talk? Because you block me on every damn thing, so I can't send this via message. Come here. That's going to be this person's energy, okay? So, yeah, again, feeling a lot of unknown. So, I mean, this is up to you. This person could feel very possessive over you as well. So this could be the kind of coworker where they always want to be with you, and when they see you talking to other coworkers, it can make them really annoyed. Again, that could be another reason you blocked them, is you felt that they were getting, it was getting weird. It's kind of what I want to ask you for your forgiveness. See? So some of you could be having a female or a male coming back and saying, listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was still kind of on the outs with a girlfriend. I was kicking her out, but we were still kind of together, but we still lived in the same place. Yeah, I know if I would have told you, you probably wouldn't have spent those 5 days with me. I don't know. I just really didn't think about it. I just craved being able to talk to you more. And then when I finally recognized, oh, wait, I'm going home and we still have to divide our stuff and we still have to figure out who's going to get the dog and I still got to move here. That's the moment that reality kind of set in, is like, I got baggage. That could be something that this person wants to say to you, okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.